Hello and welcome to another Cube Draft. We actually have a really sick pack here with Consecrating, Sword of War Piece, and Tinker, and Rofellas. Like, this pack is loaded. It's Shard if you want to go mono red, Scream Lava Monster, maybe even Emeria. Well, it's Cube, so there's a lot of power cards, but this definitely takes the cake. Now, only Consecrated Sphinx is a blue card, so not a lot of people to my left should go blue if they pick up Tinker. But the problem is that I need to hit an artifact that I want, such as Sundering Titan, and then have sheep artifacts, which is something you obviously want, but not always possible to do, while Sword Form is a bit more easy to run into a deck. Same with Consecrated Sphinx. Having said that, I still think the pick is Tinker. And we get an Upheaval, wow. So definitely picking up that as well. Like there's Thirst for Knowledge Flash Freeze, but again, not a lot of people to my left should go blue because I passed the Thirst for Knowledge. But Upheaval, another really powerful card, and I was expecting an opposition here just because, but did not get there. Now there is a Goblin Welder, but I don't think I can go that artifact based. There's not a lot of artifacts with reusable effects anyway. There's Deep Analysis, just to cut some more blue to my left. There's also Ulamog, but it's not an artifact, so it actually doesn't have much use with that. So I think I'll go with the Deep Analysis here over Serum Visions. Nope, let's go for Serum Visions. So blue has run dry here. There's Brain Freeze, obviously not a card I want. We do run blue already, so maybe going into black is a bit is pretty good because it has removal that you usually want. But the combination is a bit more control-ish compared to this. But and there's not a lot of black actually in this pack. But maybe Undermine will Changer's Edict can also just be splashed, so that's all good. I think seeing that I run this at this point, Aggro Bolas is probably the better card here over Dissipate Daze and Force Spike, and one of these three will. Uvenwell Tracker I really like, but I can't pass up an Aggro here. Still looking for artifacts such as Relic. There is a Polluted Delta which would make my splash a bit easier, but I think I have to pick up the Relic because of Tinker, and I will. Gift Ungiven, Coral Hill Commander, Underground Sea. Coral Helm Commander is just a strong creature, and I will pick it up here because I'm base blue and want to put people to my left out of blue. Underground Sea is definitely a card I would want, but I think I want to cut blue for now, just be really aggressive on it. And it's just a good card, like turn 2 and then turn 3 have a 3/3 flyer. Obviously you're not gonna have a lot of other merfolks, but just having a 3/3 flyer should be good enough. And then we get a Kokusho. Again, not an artifact. There's also Taurant. Like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 already. Let's try it out. I mean, I haven't played with it often. We get a Creeping Tar Pit. We get a Damage Charm. I don't think Damage Charm is that good. I actually like Creeping Tar Pit a bit more. Domination is a fine card, but I don't think that will fit my deck. Creeping Tar Pit is fixed, and it is a good threat as well in the later game. So what do I want? Obviously, opposition would be fine. Artifacts are really good. Elixir of Immortality though, pure garbage. I'm gonna pick up a Flash Race here and put it in the sideboard. Underground River Wield over Carnifex for sure. Brain Freeze, but the Undermine did wheel as expected, so I'm gonna pick up that. It's basically just a standard counter spell, and we get a Force Spike as well. Nice. Would have preferred to Dissipate, of course, but can't have it all. So there's two other people in blue because Force Spike was in there and a Dissipate. A Daze was in there and a Dissipate, so the Daze is gone and the Dissipate is gone. So there's two other people in blue, and it should be quite far, like 4 to my left or something. So the next pack should... A nice Fairy Conclave. So the next pack should actually give me enough... cards out of blue, like being passed to me. Genesis as the last pick, not bad. I'm seeing not an outsider, but it's not bad. We still have the option to jump into another color except black because we already have 2 fix. Underground Sea obviously got picked up by someone. We opened Tamio and Treachery. Wow. This is a tough one. Still feel that Tamio is a better card. Treachery is so good though. Nah, Planeswalker all the way, I think. Like Stoneforge Mystic would have been good if I picked Sword War and Peace and went a total different direction. Here I think I'll pick up Tamio. The other blue player will pick up Treachery. Then maybe someone Mana Leak and I will be left with a Scalding Tarn. But I don't think I will see any of these cards anyway. And if I pass Tamio and Treachery, yeah, someone else will jump into blue. It's really sad that I opened both of these. Like, Treachery is so good. Is it better than Tamio? Probably, right? Although, nah, let's go with Tamio. I like Planeswalkers. Mystical Tutor, fine card, but not a card I actually play. Or that I actually often play. I think Wasteland is better here. There's also Animate Dead, but I don't have much to animate. There's Mystical Tutor, but I wouldn't see what I want a Mystical Tutor for except Tinker, but at this point Tinker still isn't working. I'm gonna go with the Aqueduct. I have plenty of non-basics anyway, and we get a Sundering Titan, nice. That's what I wanted, or needed with the Tinker anyway. Wouldn't mind getting a second one, and with a second one I mean a second artifact that I can get it with. There's Factor Fiction or Miscalculation. Factor Fiction is probably the better card, so yeah. There's also Phyrexian Rager, not Ranger. But as I said, I want to stay as blue as possible and keep my options open just in case I get something really sick. And maybe the guy directly to my left is blue anyway because of the Consecrated Sphinx. But that would be weird. Here we get a Wake Treasure, which is a nice card, but there's also Piting Needle. Now Piting Needle obviously isn't the nuts, but it does work together with Tinker. Is it better than Wake Treasure? And can it wheel? It can probably wheel, right? Yeah, let's pick up a Wake Treasure and hope Piting Needle wheels. It's not considered to be a high pick. I mean, opposition, 5th pick in the pack, 6th pick in the pack. Yeah, sure, bro. Seems normal. So Stupor, I guess. It's a bit of black, but we actually want more creatures now because we picked up opposition compared to the bunch of non-creatures we have. Or we can just not play opposition, but the card is so sick. We got it in the last one as well, and it actually didn't do much for us. Here we have Watergrave, Bane of Living, or Black Sun Zenith. I think I just want to go for Watergrave. More fix, always better. There's Scalding Tarn, did wheel. There's also Braids, which might be good enough for me. But I think Scalding Tarn will suffice, especially now that I have the Watergrave. I have 5 fix already for 3 cards. And if I can pick up some other mana, I'll be happy as well. Like if I open a really good red card and then can start picking up red fix, it's easier to start doing that with Scalding Tarn already being there. But I'm definitely not sure which way I want to go here. I think I want to pick up the Mystical Tutor now just to deny it to someone else. But I probably won't play it. We get a Steam Vents and a Flood Strand. Has to be the Flood Strand. Again, more fixing being done. Still want more cheap artifacts like Everflowing Chalice, Mind Stone, Piting Needle if it wheels is gonna be really good. And I want one more late game artifact, Wormcoil, Mirror Battlesphere, stuff like that. Sundering Titan definitely a good one though. Especially seeing that I'm just 2 colors anyway, and blue being a heavily played color. Gonna pick up the Jar of Messenger, not gonna play it of course. I think Lobline here is a better card for someone else, as is Stonecloaker. And then the last pick we get some crappy card, I guess. But yeah, only having 5 creatures with opposition is obviously terrible. So opposition at this point won't make that. We get Lion's Eye Diamond, which is usable with Tinker. But outside of that, I do not have Yogurt's Will, so it's obviously terrible for me to have. And we open really good cards. God damn it. There's Phyrexian Metamorph and Sense's Divining Top. And the Remand. I think I have to go for the top here. Like, we have 2 fetch to go with it, which is fine. It is an artifact to sacrifice to Tinker. Now, Metamorph is as well, and Visions is just a really good card. But I think, looking at the deck I have, I actually want top more than these 2. And there's also Bloodline Keeper that can wheel, so there's plenty of cards that can wheel as well. But I think I have to pick up the artifact here. That is a really good one. That is a really good artifact as well. So yeah. We get a Luther Core and then Engineered Explosives. Now Engineered Explosives on running 2 colors isn't gonna be that good. I would only pick it up with Tinker. I think Luther Core is obviously better than... there's also Knight of Infamy, which is nice, but just having the cantrip effect here is really good. Show and Tell, meh, not a real fan of. Baleful Strix though. Is it better than Master of Waves? Probably not. But Baleful Strix is an artifact, and it cantrips, it has Death Touch, so it trades really well. But can it wheel? Let's look at it. If I pick up Master of Waves, the other blue player will probably pick up Baleful Strix. But it did get a lot of fix though, so I think it's more likely that Baleful Strix wheels compared to Master of Waves, because any other blue player will definitely snap Master of Waves. And it's so good against mono red as well. Plus, with opposition, yeah, I think I have to go with the Master of Waves here. Glenlendra versus Jace versus Forbid. Has to be Glenlendra, right? Really nice card, really good effect. Jace obviously is a good card as well, but Glenlendra is just so powerful. We also have Sunken Runes that can wheel, and Inquisition, so yeah. Here we have Mox Diamond, Disc. That's about it. Mox Diamond, 1 player, Disc. Nah, I think I'll rather have a Dismiss here. Future Sight is a good one. And we'll pick it up here. Like, we have 23 cards now, so this is the 23rd card. We get a Precursor Golem. I think I'll pick that one up just because it's the second Tinker target and it's just a good creature in general. Blue Elemental Blast would obviously be fine as well, but I think I still want to go for artifacts. Because I have the Tinker. Would definitely want 1 more artifact anyway. But Precursor Golem, again, with opposition is good as well. At this point, I might not play Stupor, or, you know, not a Mystical Tutor or something. And then we have 23 cards here. This is how my deck is gonna look at this point, because I don't think I picked up much else that I want to play. Like, Talrand is gonna be really good as well, with opposition. Out of this, probably Willbender. Like, Hexmage does kill Planeswalkers. Yeah, let's pick up a Hexmage, just as a Planeswalker killer. We'll bring it in against some decks. I can't recall what's in this pack. Tamiyo, Treachery, and the Remand Wheels. There was a Bloodline Keeper that's gone, but the Remand is definitely a card I like. And for that, I think I have to cut 4 spikes, something like that. Maybe the Undermine is still gone. Mystic Gate, I guess, or maybe Engineered Explosives against some token-like decks that don't actually get played anyway, but it's more likely to get played than Mystic Gate or any of the other cards there. So what was I hoping that would wheel? Oh, Baleful Strix. It's either in the next pack or the pack after that. Have to keep that in mind. Come on, good card. So the Baleful Strix did wheel, so our gamble did pay off. Like, I really wanted the Baleful Strix, like, really wanted it. I consider it to be the top pick there. But I picked Master of Waves just because it went really good with opposition, and seeing that so many of these lands actually wheeled, I consider it to be good enough. Now here we have Sunken Runes versus Inquisition. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fix at this point. If we add a 7th, We won't have to play a basic swamp. Yeah, okay, that's good. So all of our lands can actually produce blue, and then some can produce black. This is an interesting one. I think I'll go for the Bosk, which is a funny card. Then we have Dark Ritual, which you obviously don't play, and Range Minds, which you obviously don't play. So we're still one card too many here. I'll figure that out during deconstruction. But the deck is actually looking pretty good. I like it. So this won't be played. Engineered Explosives won't be played. Dark Ritual won't be played. This might make the cut. And then this won't be played, right, Zeros? Nope. Converted mana costs. Too many cards here, of course. Mystical Tutor is gone. Force Spike is probably gone. Flash Freeze is not in the main deck. Yeah, this was what I had. So let's put creatures at the bottom. That's it. That's all the creatures. Oh no, here's one. Okay. So 10 creatures, while 3 actually make tokens. 3? Oh yeah, 3 make tokens. So that's actually good enough, I think, with opposition in the colors that I have. I probably... I don't know, man. Stupor is good. Yeah, we want this for the Tinker target anyway. Let's think about this. Do we want our Undermine? I think we do. We want a random one-off counter. We already have Remand, but that's more of a slowing card and a real counter compared to Undermine and Glenlandra. Glenlandra is just so strong. Serum Fishes, I think we want. I think we just cut the Dismiss, or cut the Undermine and keep the Dismiss, because that's then our counter. And if we run into a combo deck, we can actually add more counters. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Basically 7 cards that work with Taurant. It's not that many, but it's still enough, I think, for it to be there. Like, I'm not gonna cut a creature. And we have 2 lands that actually are creatures as well. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black sources for 2 cards now. 3 cards. So if we say suggest, it says add a single swamp. I think that can be correct. Like we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 sources. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll see you guys for the first round.